I've been thinking about a new way to measure software teams. The world is changing very quickly. For less than $50, I can build almost any app that I could think of. The cost of building software is collapsing, but somehow companies aren't growing faster. Selling's actually becoming harder. There's more of everything. People are getting overwhelmed. They think they can build anything internally, although you still need a software company who's very focused on solving a specific problem rather than just building your own custom software internally that has nothing to do with your business. We've spent 20 years optimizing how to build software. We've barely started optimizing what actually drives results. It's been agile, agile, agile. And now things are changing. We can all build very quickly. And if we can't, we need to change that. And we're seeing a lot of companies shift the way they execute. How do we get 2, 3, or 4 times faster with our development? The old world is when building was the hard part. Things are changing quite a bit. There's an old world and a new world. Software used to be expensive. Development cycles were long. Engineering was the bottleneck. We'd have 100 ideas, and that would be 5 years to build all those things. Shipping something was the value. It showed clients we were building new things. We were active with them. We cared about them. We optimized for speed and output. We talked a lot about story points. This led to velocity charts and roadmaps and sprint efficiency. This is where feature factories came from. The people who shipped the most features were the best. But the world is changing. There's a new reality. Building is no longer the constraint. We now need to kind of flip the way we used to think about things, change it completely. AI makes development fast, cheap, and accessible. Founders can build products in days. Large companies should be able to build products in days. Everyone is building. We see CEOs, CFOs, HR leaders, everyone has ideas, and you could build them very quickly and prototype them before we pass them off to our team. So the real problem now is that activity does not equal value anymore. It's not just, did we ship it? Did we hit the deadline? That's activity measurement. It's, did it move the business forward? And I think this is going to change the way we think about resources quite a bit. In the past, we may have a team who developed 10 features in 4 weeks. But if that didn't create any value, that was just wasted costs. What if we had another team who developed 1 feature in 4 weeks that created $5 million for the business? Which is better? And it's really, we need to shift the way we think, because that sounds so obvious to say out loud. But it's happening now. And it's very difficult to tell what type of work is driving ROI today. I've never seen that really work successfully. No systems out there linking efforts to KPIs and financial results. In the old way, we used to manage productivity, track output. The new world is manage the return on product and engineering investment. I should be able to look at resource 1 and resource 2 and see who's projected to driving more value. And then over time, track who's actually driving those outcomes. And I think the people who are, we've heard this now from Jack Dorsey and his new company. The org chart is going to change. The people creating outcomes are going to, they deserve millions and millions of dollars. The people not, well, they don't. And I think this is the way resources are going to get paid and how we're going to start measuring them going forward. We need to start comparing teams by impact, not the total tickets completed, not their velocity of work. We should evaluate our product and engineering teams by contribution to outcomes, not the amount of lines of code they wrote. We should measure initiatives and projects like we do investments. What's the predicted ROI? What's the actual ROI? And we should be able to allocate resources like an investment portfolio. We double down on the winners. You kill the low impact investments. This is the way the world is moving towards right now. There's a lot changing very quickly. You can see how fast we're putting things out there. And this is how product management specifically is going to need to change. These are my thoughts. Thank you.